Revolution! The wheels of karma turn around and around. Yep. What you do to other people will be done to you eventually. That's called karma. The cruelty that you inflict on other people will be inflicted on you, either in this lifetime or the next lifetime. What goes around, comes around. What comes around, goes around. And that goes for the 4th of January in the year of the Lord, 1721. I know I'm shaking the camera an awful lot. Yeah, the book was published in 1721. So, that'll let you know what year that book was published. So people who do cruel things, mean things, that commit mass murder, will eventually have it done to them. That belief system is much older than Christianity. Reincarnation, karma. Christianity is only about 2,000 years old. The belief system in karma and reincarnation has been traced back at least, theoretically, 5,000 years with fairly good documentation. Maybe there's some gaps, but generally the documentation is pretty good on reincarnation and karma. So you do evil, and that evil will come back to you like a ricochet, either in this lifetime or the next one. This is a book with a lot of talcum powder on it. It was written by H.P. Albaretti Jr. It's called A Terrible Mistake: The Murder of Frank Olson and the CIA's Secret Cold War of Experiments. If I live long enough, I'll put a still photograph of this book up on my website. Yeah, this is the only person publicly acknowledged to have died during an LSD experiment. He fell out of a hotel window. This book is well known throughout the world. So you might do things in secret, but be assured somebody out there in the wide, wide world will know what you've done. There are no secrets, not really. There are just things that are not acknowledged in public. This is Hempt. It's a DVD. Emperor of Hempt. Every revolution needs a hero. Bill Mailer, Political Incorrect. I'll put a still post up so you can take a look at this about hemp and about herbs. We were talking about Wicca, the faith of Gaia, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. She provides everything the human race needs. Yes, laboratories and factories do produce a lot of good chemicals and drugs. I'm not knocking it. But one reason the great religions condemned science was because science in some cases is not morally grounded, not ethically grounded. Nature is. Nature is quite obvious in many cases. Eat or be eaten. Survival of the fittest. and love, mother's love, father protecting the mother protecting the children. Yes, there are aberrations in nature, and if I live long enough, we'll cover some of those strange situations that are not generally covered in the monotheistic religions, but nevertheless did exist at the time the monotheistic religions were formed, even though they were not acknowledged as existing. They did, and I'm referring to strange and peculiar situations in nature. But the human race has gone far too far. Science and technology has gone to subvert Mother Nature, to subvert Gaia, to fight the natural order of the universe. And unless we return to the natural order and depend less on drugs and chemicals for our existence, the human race will die. And I'm referring to this ubiquitous cell phone. People who are dependent on their cell phone are leading right to computer chips installed in them. And there are people out there who plan on doing that. It's called post-human or transhuman, where you go beyond the human. But it's not beyond the human. It's a perversion of the natural order. It's an abomination. You want a cell phone installed in your head or in some other part of your body? Yeah, you can get in touch with your friends, your relatives, and your friendly government agency. He says that sarcastically. The friendly government agent will watch over you. But you're no longer a human in the general context of human. You become an android. You become a robot. You become an automaton. You become a cyborg. And there are people who are planning to do even worse than that. Installing computer chips to control your brain and your emotions, your feelings, and even your body parts. Hint, you think you're under voluntary movement? Not if you have a computer chip, and the cell phone leads right to that direction, where the cell phone tracks you 24/7, unless you're smart enough to disconnect from it. Yeah, some people go to a hotel, maybe room H19, and they don't even know what they're getting into, like picking up a prostitute on the street. She might be friendly, but you don't know what H19 has on the other side. It might have something very dangerous and very destructive to you and humanity. While nature has been studied by the human race, and there's certainly enough documentation on it, that the natural order of things, the plants, the herbs, the trees, the shrubs, the grass, the human race knows about these things. But what monster comes out of a laboratory, nobody knows. Like Lab 257. Who knows? The plum tree grows on an island, but nobody knows what goes on in their secret laboratories, except them and a few select people, and maybe the people in room H19. The Cloud of Secrecy, the Army's Germ Warfare Test Over Populated America, written by Leonard H. Cole, forward by Senator Alan Cranston. A very interesting book. I'll post this, if I live long enough, a still image. So if it's still available, you can go out and buy it. But Wicca, the nature spirits, Mother Earth, Gaia, Mother Nature, theoretically supplies everything we need to keep the human race alive, healthy, and strong. And in William Shakespeare's time, they believed that. We'll see. We'll see what William Shakespeare in A Midsummer's Night Dream had to say about herbs and love. This is one of my favorite stories by William Shakespeare. And the 1935 production of A Midsummer's Night Dream is one of the best productions, in my opinion, that was ever made. Let me turn the volume up a little.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom.
My gentle Puck, come hither. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make all men, all women madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim or leave.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth